Hi all, let's talk about lines and other relationships. Now, in a previous video on sequences, we talked a little bit about linear relationships and what they look like. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into how to identify a linear relationship and differentiate it from other relationships. So first of all, I've got this problem here on the screen. A bead company got 150 pounds of turquoise beads and figures it will sell 8 pounds of turquoise beads every day. So we want to make a table and show the relationship between the number of days and the pounds of beads left over. So we are starting with 150 pounds of beads. And every day we're selling or taking away 8 pounds of beads. So after our first day, how many pounds of beads are we going to have left over? We're going to have 142 pounds of beads. If we wanted to, we could start on day 0 here and we have 150 pounds of beads. So on day 2, we're going to take away another 8 pounds of beads. So we're going to have 134 pounds of beads. And then after day 3, whoops, I can't write today, folks. Sorry about that. Let me fix that. After day 3, we're going to take away another 8 pounds of beads. And we're going to end up with taking away 126. I believe that's correct. And then after day 4, we're going to take away another 8 pounds of beads. So we will end up with 18 pounds of beads. And then on day 5, we'll take away another 8 pounds of beads. Hopefully you're seeing the pattern by now. We'll end up with 110 pounds of beads. So we could keep this going, right? We could go to day 6 and day 7 and day 8. And each time we are taking away 8 pounds of beads. So we want to use our table to write an equation that represents the relationship between days and pounds of beads. Now, we could do this a couple of different ways. We could think about this in terms of as a sequence. And each time we're subtracting 8 pounds of beads. And remembering our rule from our sequence, we remember that we can write this as y equals minus 8x plus 150. Remembering that 150 here is our 0th term. All right, so let's test this, right? Let's test and see if we've written the correct equation. So if this is our x term, and this is, we should get y out here on our table, we can put in any x into our equation, and let's see if we get that y out. So I'm gonna test 3 here. So let's see, y equals negative 8 times 3 plus 150. So negative 8 times 3 is minus 24 plus 150. And if I subtract 24 from 150, I do indeed get 126 beads, which is the same answer that I came up with in my table for day 3. So as I'm showing you, you can take a table and then you can write an expression or an equation to represent that linear equation.